Hi, this video is about what I'm calling the gpt-x use case fallacy. My name is David Hood, and I'm CEO of 42 Robots AI, where we help organizations implement AI. This is something I'm seeing a lot, even among very smart people, and it's something that OpenAI and a lot of people in Silicon Valley are pushing that is not backed up by the data, and it's not backed up by when you really look at how this stuff works. And I'll put some links to some relevant videos below that will help expand on some of the ideas in here. So what is this? So basically, and Sam Altman has said this, and I've heard this from some very smart people that I like and who I have high opinions of, which is basically that OpenAI will solve basically your use case. Whatever you're trying to build with AI, the idea is that, imminently, OpenAI, gpt-x is going to solve that problem, and there's a bunch of things wrong with this, and so the implication being, well, why do it, or what's the real value of trying to use AI to solve this problem if OpenAI is going to do it in a year or two? But this is just incredibly giga wrong. It's not just wrong, it's giga wrong. And I'm going to lay out my case here, and there's a whole bunch of other reasons why that we can dig into some of the sub-reasons behind some of these reasons, but just don't believe this. Don't fall for it, because it is not true. It's not real, and I wouldn't use this as like, all right, cool, we'll just wait for OpenAI to solve our problem, because you're going to be waiting a long time, and they probably are. There's a lot of problems that they will never solve for you. Okay, so first of all, large language model technology has already plateaued. Okay, and I know that there's a lot of people who are trying to promote this idea that it's accelerating or that it hasn't plateaued, but this is just the reality of the situation, and it makes complete sense why this is happening, and you look at all the data, and this is the direction it's going. So first of all, 2017 is when the Google paper came out with the transformer technology. The core technology itself has not changed much since 2017. So 7 years later, the transformer is almost the same 500 lines of Python code that it was in 2017. Okay, really think about that. Additionally, let's look at 2023. Now, they did improve the models through their use of the data, more compute, maybe, and then some amount of tricks. So it's not exactly the same. But basically, let's look at when GPT-4 came out, which was a year and a half ago. How much better are the large language models today versus GPT-4? And I would say marginally better. Now, GPT-5 hasn't come out yet, but I think there's a lot of reasons to believe that this is going to be plateaued, and that that GPT-5 will not be, and I'm going to shoot a sub video for this, for my detailing the casing of this, but that it will not be orders of magnitude better. I expect it to be better for sure, but for it to be 100 times better, there's a lot of reasons to the fundamental ways the technology work, but also they have to put in exponentially more resources, compute, data, etc., into getting linear results. That has been demonstrated 16 ways to Sunday. And so the idea that GPT-5 is going to be this amazing thing that's going to solve your use cases, so just wait for that or wait for GPT-7, is not backed up by the data. There are fundamental limitations to the large language model technology that are either incredibly challenging and or expensive to overcome, or pretty much impossible. And in some of the cases where it's possible but very expensive, there are other ways to solve those problems that are much, much more effective, much more efficient. So the fact that the technology is already plateauing and has already plateaued to a significant degree, prove me wrong, OpenAI, then this is one of the reasons why the idea that, just like in a few years, GPT-X is going to do your use case. Nope, almost certainly not. Just from that alone. But there's more issues. So for example, there's systems issues. I mentioned the large language model limitations. A large language model is nowhere near a human capable brain. It is like a slice of what a human brain does and can do. But it's really good at kind of presenting that slice as, wow, this feels like an entity. This feels like a human brain. But there are so many pieces still missing from the puzzle. To me, it's like having part of the brain, and a very you're looking at it from a very particular perspective, and if you look at it from different angles, it is completely different, and it doesn't really satisfy what we're looking for with a brain. So in my mind, this is a narrow slice of human intelligence. It's very good, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying large language models aren't valuable, aren't really awesome, don't do magical, new, amazing things, but there are so many more things that a human brain, a human system, an entity does that a large language model either does not do, cannot do, or is nowhere near doing right now. There's just too many inefficiencies and limitations to the way transformers work. But also, with any system, there are trade-offs. There's no model out there that is the best at all the things, and that trend is going to continue. So the idea that GPT-5, GPT-7, or whatever is going to be the best at all the use cases does not make sense. It does not add up. It will not be the best at all the things. They will have to make trade-offs. But I think that the more specific your use cases are to your company, your industry, which is very common to have very company-specific constraints or limitations or requirements, the less likely that OpenAI, a general model, is going to be able to do it. To the point to where basically my argument would be that they are not going to do your use case. Anywhere near to the level that you can do it for yourself today, they're not going to do it. I would say even 10 years from now, it would not be anywhere near what you can do today with a really good custom AI development work. They also have a vested interest in this. They're just like, I got this. Let us handle it. You twiddle your thumbs. And some veiled and not so veiled threats from Sam Altman and other companies, where he said, like, oh, beware of trying to do stuff that we're going to do with the models soon. Well, you guys can't do everything. That's not practical. That's not reasonable, no matter how awesome your models are. And I think that has been shown with the way that, with their ability to deliver non-LLM solutions. Basically, so far, OpenAI has been an excellent large language model company and nothing else. They are not good at delivering products. Repeatedly, this has been shown. ChatGPT as a product still is very weak and has a lot of room for improvement. And that it's kind of surprising that they haven't improved it more. And anytime they've tried to go into kind of the product route, it has not worked. And I would say even the framework that they have for trying to build AGI is wrong, and that comes down to the architecture of agents that most people are going with, which is very LLM centric. Conveniently for them, that is not going to be the way that it eventually works. That's not the optimal way to build agents. But point being, they have a vested interest in just being like, we got this, just wait, and then pay us money. So really think about that. Another argument that I hear is, this is one of the most common things from the smart people, which is like, hey, yeah, even now there's a little bit of arbitrage because they're gonna do your use case later. They're gonna be able to do it completely, just as efficiently, just as cost effectively as you do it, as you could do it building a custom solution now. This is just very, very wrong. And hopefully I've made that case already, because I believe very confidently, and again, this is backed up by data and actually working on real world problems, that the AI, the large language models solution coming out of the big model companies, these big general models, will be amazing and they will get better, but they will not do your use case anywhere near as effective and efficient, as speedy, as cost effectively as you can do it for yourself now. It will cost them, it'll be way, way, way down the road if they ever do it. I think GPT-20 might still not do your use case as well as you can do with a few months of good AI engineering right now, today, with the current LLM technology. So don't try to time it in terms of like, hey, there's an arbitrage opportunity here. No, they're not going to do your use cases exactly as you want it within your organization. There's too many pieces of the system puzzle missing that will likely never be there, or if it is there, it'll be 10,000 times less efficient. And I think that in most cases, they'll never do it. 20 years from now, they will still not do it as well for most of the use cases out there that are custom to specific businesses. So if you would like some help actually implementing these custom solutions that get you value now and without waiting for gpt-x, feel free to give me a call here or click the link below. And if you like this video or you disagree with anything, please like it, and please leave some comments below. And I'm happy to hear your counter arguments to some of my arguments. But this is backed up by a lot of data, so I'd be curious to hear what data you have. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.